Hi, welcome to Quiltinator.com. I'm Michelle Johnson. It's been a while since I've made a video, but I actually have a few videos in the works, some that's been about a year in the making. I just record what I'm doing and then keep a record of it so that way I have something to show y'all. It's not like I have, just one project going on at a time. But there are a few things that have happened since the last video. The reason I haven't kept up with some things. First of all, I know a lot of you know me personally, so you know I've had surgery. But when I had the surgery, they put me on some medication, and it says, don't drive or use heavy machinery. And since if you're on fibro medicine or you're on arthritis medicine, whatever, it all says that. So you don't think about it. Well, this time, I should have paid attention and listened because I was sewing on my machine, and I thought, I'm gonna just hit the down button for my needle to go down. And I watched it as it went right into my finger, and I pulled back just as I realized. So my reaction time really was very slow. And I thought, having my surgery and scheduling it at the beginning of the summer, that I would have all summer to recover and sew, and that didn't happen. But then, so there's all that, and then I got C. diff, which I'm going to do a whole video series about getting C. diff from having the surgery and having antibiotics and all that entails. But then, on top of that, we had a flood in our house. And I couldn't even get to my machine because I had piled everything else up. So it was like I was being taught a lesson about the 5 minutes a day that I told you anybody can do 5 minutes a day. Well, there were those days when I couldn't do 5 minutes a day because of the medication. Couldn't use a sewing machine. Definitely couldn't use a rotary cutter. So what else could I do? I could pin some things up if I was remembering what I was going to be doing. But mostly what I did is just going through a lot of the stuff that I had and organizing. And I'm kind of going to show you a little bit of my trashed out house so you can kind of see where I'm coming from. And hopefully you will overlook my mess because I really am a messy person. All the stuff that you always see is I clean up right before I film for y'all. So I didn't really do any cleaning up, so my house is really trashed. So I'll show you in just a second. Here is my floor, and you can see along the wall that they had to drill holes in my wall to get it to dry out. Now my flooring was fine, but the water went underneath the barrier, the water barrier. So they had to rip out all my flooring up until about, you can see where I normally stand. So they had to rip all that out. So you can see where my couches were beforehand. All empty space. And now here are my couches in my entryway. Piled with all of my fabrics and books. Batting. Lots of fabric, as you can see, boxes of stuff that I had, and it's all piled up. So now we go to the kitchen, and again, the kitchen was pretty much fine other than the wall and the baseboards. So they had to dry that out. And then here's my messy laundry room. And again, because this was all tile, it was fine. Except for the baseboards and some other stuff. So here's my little laundry room. This is a quilt one of my kids made years and years ago for a 4-H, a Texas 4-H challenge. And then messy cabinets. And then here is a table runner that we did with those 3D bow ties that I showed y'all before. And then go to my bedroom, which has all the stuff that I'm storing. So as you can see, my bedroom got completely demolished. And then my messy bathroom with the towel still on the floor. Paint jobs fixing to go on. Here's the mirror and all my bags that I've gone through. And this is my closet where I kept everything. So everything was on the floor, and you can see the carpet all had to be ripped out. And these are my shelves. I'll keep my shoes and all my stuff. And what I ended up doing was organizing a lot of stuff. So you see I have boxes of things and rolls of batting and just a bunch of different projects. Like that bag is full of other little batting and stuff. My rulers, more bags and boxes of stuff. So all of these like little bags here, if I can twist in enough that you can see, these are all projects that were put in plastic bags and other bags, and my clothes are still in here, but my husband's clothes on his side, we moved to the guest room because that's where we're sleeping right now. So all of my junk. And so this is where my 5 minutes a day went, was to spend organizing. And I mean, it goes all the way to the back in there. And then I've got, you know, more organizing stuff. And my mother-in-law gave me a go cutter. And so I have, for Christmas one year, she gave me that, and my husband got me some go cutting dies. So one day I'm going to show you all of those kind of things. So, nice messy closet. So this is pretty much the end. Thanks for watching. Thanks for understanding. And I really am getting some new things put out. It's just taking a little bit of time. So this is Michelle Johnson signing off, and I am getting back to quilting a little bit at a time.